All right, welcome to floor workout number 5. It's a combination of days 1 through 4, and you're going to do 25 reps of each exercise, and I'm not going to do the math in my head because every time I try to do it while I'm doing these videos, I don't get it right. So I'll do the math in my head or on paper and tell you how many reps that's going to be per set. And I would like for you to try for at least 3 rounds. I'm going to do 1 round with you, and then you will continue on as best as it feels, as good as it feels to you. Sorry, my dog is like, I think she sees a squirrel out there. Anyway, if you get tired, make sure that you take about a 3-second rest, like 3 big deep breaths, and then get right back to it. I can tell you by the time I get to exercise number 4, I'm definitely going to be very tired. But anyway, let's get started. I am doing the lower body exercises with a band around my quads. Again, that helps you activate those muscles a little bit better and get a little bit more burn to get those muscles to wake up and learn to do their job, activate when they're supposed to. So first set will be hip bridge with skull crushers, and I'm sure there's something else I'm going to tell you. If you're just doing this workout and you haven't seen the tutorial, go back and see the tutorial before you get started. All right, so feet hip width apart and weights behind your head, and we're going to do 25 of these. We're going to try to hold for about a second per rep. So here we go. So if you are finding that one butt muscle feels a little bit weaker than another one, then I want you to do some single leg hip bridges. That's 12 reps, by the way. A few days a week, do single leg hip bridges to really get that weaker side to wake up, and so you have symmetry on both sides of your butt muscles. So this is number 23, 24, and 25. And just a single leg hip bridge is going to be lift your leg up, or you can leave it down like this and just lift that leg up as you're lifting this butt muscle up. You can also one leg crisscross the other and do it that way, whichever way works best for you. And always take about 30 seconds between each exercise. And I'm going to do the clamshells first for set number 2, and then I'm going to do the lateral raise, and then I will flip over and do the opposite side. So again, these loop bands or booty bands are a really fantastic thing to have in your exercise equipment. If you don't have them, take a weight, a dumbbell, weight plate, whatever, kettlebell, and just place it on your thigh. And I do want you, while you're on your elbow, to not let this like relax, okay? Try to keep it held up, and then you're just going to lift and lower, blow out every time. And I'm going to tell you to put your hand on that booty muscle so that you can feel it activating, and you should feel it activating. And your booty muscle may be just a little bit unhappy if you haven't done these ever or for a while. I haven't done these often recently, so I'm definitely feeling it. That's 20. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and if you find that your booty band is a little bit too much resistance, just take it off and maybe just use like a 5-pound or a 3-pound weight, whatever feels best for you. And again, side lying lateral raises, we're going to lift this rib cage up and just lift and blow out. One of the best ways to get some definition in your arms, especially in the bicep area, is really work those shoulder muscles, and it will give you some definition between the shoulder muscle and the bicep muscle. So remember whenever the Terminator was out, I think this is 15, could be 20, and everyone wanted Linda Hamilton's arms because she did a whole lot of work on her shoulders. But again, that was like 20 years ago. All right, let me do 2 more. That should be 25. If I wasn't counting correctly, then that was 30. So hop over to the other side. Again, think about lifting your rib cage up and then lift those knees up, open the clamshell and close it. And again, hold on to that booty muscle or put your hand onto your butt muscle so that you can feel it really activating. Like mine's starting to burn a little bit right now. I think that's 20. I've been counting on my fingers while I'm talking, but all right, that should be 25. And if your shoulder needs a break, just kind of pop down for a second and stretch it on out. Otherwise, pop yourself back up on your elbow, lift that rib cage. So you make both sides of the body work. That should be 4. If you are hearing what sounds like 80s music, you are hearing 80s music. It's coming from upstairs as my Spider-Man is listening to music while he's working on his office, because we've had lots of construction happening this week and we've had to move lots of things. All right, that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And if your shoulders are a little bit unhappy, why don't you put your elbows down on the floor and kind of push yourself backwards and try to stretch out between the shoulders. And if that doesn't necessarily feel good, give me some shoulder circles, front and back. All right, set number 3 is going to be straight leg raises and thoracic spine mobility. So hands up underneath your shoulders and knees up underneath your hips. Straighten one leg out, keep that toe flexed. We're going to do 25. We're going to do 25 thoracic twists and go to the other side. So you should definitely feel this one at the base of your butt muscle, where your butt and thigh come together. If not, flex that foot a little bit more, lift it a little bit higher. So that should be 17, 18, This is 23, 24, 25. I may have miscounted. All right, so since I'm going to do the right side of my body, and this is going to make parts of my back unhappy if I do it on all fours, I'm going to go down to my elbows and straighten that leg out and lift. And again, whichever version feels best to you, that's the version I want you to do. That's 20. All right, that's 25. All right. So, thoracic twists, we're going to drop your butt down to your ankles, or as close to it as you can get. Arms stretched out in front of you, fingertips slightly resting on the back of your head, and you're going to elbow to elbow and then twist. Make sure you blow with every twist. And if you can't quite get your elbow to elbow, do as best as you can. If you can't really twist too far, do the best that you can. That should be 20. I'm not sure that was 25, so I'm just going to do 3 more because I was talking and not counting. All right. Flip to the side. Drop your booty onto your ankles, or as close as they're going to get. Hand gently behind the head. I don't want you to grab, like I don't want you to claw the back of your head. And you're going to, again, elbow to elbow with a twist. My elbow does not twist upwards as much as I would like on the side, but that's just how that is. And this is still a great exercise regardless. That's 12. That's 20. The bonus is you do get a little bit of that waist trimming action happening with those twists. All right, so this is really the hardest set of all 4. So I'm going to take for sure about 30 seconds to rest. Might as well grab some water while I'm at it. You should grab some water too. And then we'll get right back to it. I think I'm going to do the plank rows first, and then do the fire hydrants. Plank rows are going to be a little bit harder. And again, if holding both weights doesn't feel fantastic, put one hand down and weight in the opposite hand. The other option you have is taking a band, grab it with one fist, or even wrap your arm around and then just row with the band, whichever feels best for you. If you want to alternate rows, then you're going to do 50 total. I think I'm just going to do them all on one side, and then fire hydrants, and then we'll switch to the other side. So put your feet wherever you want them to be. Toes can be up or toes can be down. Find a spot where you can hold that position, pull your abs, and row. That's 10. $18, $19, that's 20. 24, 25, and if you are really blowing out and pulling your abs in, you should definitely be feeling that in your abs. And put the weights down and do 25 fire hydrants. I'm just going to lift. And this one will make your butt start to burn fairly quickly, especially if you're doing several sets. That's 15. And then 5 more. 2 and 1. All right, very good. If you feel like you need to stretch in the back, just put your butt down on your ankles, give it a little twist. We're gonna pop over to the other side. Again, whatever version feels best for you, hand down or hand holding the weight. And get yourself in plank position. And go. That's 10. And 5 more, and 3, 2, 1. All right. My right wrist is not really happy about holding that dumbbell. All right. Back to all fours, and we're going to lift that leg out. Fire hydrant lifts. That should be 10. And that's 15. And 5 more. And 3, 2, 1. All right. Great job. Most of the time when I'm doing exercises that I'm in a tabletop or plank position on my knees, I will end by doing a child's pose, just as knees can be out if they want, or knees can be together, and straight back, and reach, and several breaths there for whatever feels best for you. You can also drop it right down into a cobra, and that is great for your hip flexors. If it doesn't feel good on your back, do half a cobra. So, all right, so there are your 4 sets for 1 round. I'll put the math and the details. Anyway, enjoy your workout. Make sure you hydrate, rest about 2 minutes, and do at least 1 or 2 more rounds, because I know you can do it. Anyway, enjoy your workout. I will see you soon.